This is now when we really start to play just NFL football. This is where all the stakes, obviously, everything just gets way more intense, right? We really kind of find out who's legit, who's not, and who's a pretender, who's a contender, and that's what we're gonna do. That's our next exercise here, Phil Sims. So,
It is.
our show brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel, just like as you mentioned, the Los Angeles Rams are number one in the Super Bowl odds right now at plus 430. The Philadelphia Eagles are second with plus 600. The Seattle Seahawks, third, plus 1,100. The Indianapolis Colts also at 1,100. The Kansas City Chiefs as well at 1,100. And then you have the Detroit Lions at 1,200. And I got to tell you, man, I don't know if I have much faith in a lot of those teams that they have there as the favorites of Super Bowl odds right now, but that's kind of the weird year that we're in here for the NFL. And just, it seems like a lot of teams can win it. So I would like to do a little bit of a fun exercise with you, big guy.
All right.
We're going to go through each division in the NFL, and I'm just going to throw out a team. I'll give you their record, and I just want you to say, hey, are they a pretender or a contender, right?
Mhm.
And let's just go from there. So let's start with the AFC East. We have the 10-2 New England Patriots, right? Are they a pretender or a contender in your eyes?
Now, what is contender? Winning the Super Bowl, getting to the Super Bowl? What is it?
Yeah, let's say get to the Super Bowl, right?
Contender.
Let's at least they're a contender to get to the Super Bowl in
Oh,
your
no,
eyes.
pretender.
Oh, they're a pretender. And why is that? Why are they a pretender?
And
You
they
think?
got youth. They got a thing. They're winning these games. It's not like I see them go out there and just have knockouts against good teams. I think it's a lot to say. That they got a young team, first year coaching staff. I know Josh McDaniels has been there many years, but that's how I'm saying it. So I don't think they can weather the storm when it comes to
Okay.
it.
So you think that their youth is both a positive, but in the long run for the Super Bowl, a negative for them?
Yes, I do. That's a good way
Okay.
to put it. Yeah, and there's too many times when I'm thinking of it this way: how many games you have to play to get to the Super Bowl?
Right.
Are you going to just play two, or do you? We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I feel confident just saying they're pretenders.
Okay. All right. So Big Phil saying that New England Patriots right now, as well as they have been playing at 10-2, they are pretenders. Right. So now let's go to the AFC North. All right. We got the Baltimore Ravens, and let's also lump in the Pittsburgh Steelers into this conversation as well as pretender contender, because both teams are 6-5 at the moment. And both teams kind of have a similar vibe to them. I'm not really sure what to say, right? It's like, yeah, they're atop a division that's just kind of surviving and all that. Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, pretenders or contenders, big guy?
Okay, well, I just give a little thought about it. When you look at the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar's not having the games. Yeah, Miami, he played well, but since then, it's just been spotty play.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's still injured or what. So I'm going to call them pretenders.
Okay.
When I, yeah, and for the Pittsburgh Steelers, pretenders, pretenders.
There we go.
Well, it's just I don't see him, making a run. In other words, against really good teams, and maybe they get one home playoff game if they get in it, but that'll be it. Then can they go on the road and beat a couple good teams? I don't think so.
So it's interesting too that you say that about the Ravens, right? Because it was the defense that was kind of getting eviscerated early on in the year, and now as the season progresses, is it the offense that you have reservations about, and why that's the reason why they can't win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think right now, and I can't wait to watch it, how they played this past weekend against the Jets.
Yeah.
But this is, I kind of see it. And I know Lamar statistically had a great game against Miami, but I could see he was still trying to come back from the injury. And, if he's 100% and really going, then I think they're contenders. But I don't
Right.
see that. And I think, too, that he has slowed down a little bit. Is it the injury, whatever? So teams feel much more comfortable going after him.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. He's not quite as threat with his legs right now, and really hasn't even played that way so far since his return.
No,
And
not at
you're
all.
right; they haven't really been pressed either to be that impressive on the offensive side, right? The Jets, of course, just really no threat whatsoever in this football game, even though they were up 10-7 at halftime. The Browns, they imploded in that matchup. That's where Shador kind of turned the football over, and it just seemed like it was just momentum in the Ravens' hands. The Vikings, of course, right, with their struggles at their quarterback position. So we don't really know how good the Ravens' offense is. They are surviving and advancing. but still, like, haven't really had an opportunity to really know how good this unit is, really, outside of just like Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. So, it happens. They're winning and fighting through the bad times.
Yeah.
And then when it gets good, all of a sudden, whoa, that's the team. That's who we expect. So that could happen, no doubt about it. It happens almost every year to a team or two, where
Right.
they're just hanging in there, and all of a sudden they win 5 in a row at the end of the year. I
Yeah.
mean, so if Baltimore did that, I would not be shocked. But right now, I look at them and I see a pretender.
All right. So now let's go to the AFC South. We have the Indianapolis Colts at 8-3. Are the Indianapolis Colts contenders or pretenders?
Wow, to go to the Super Bowl, they're pretenders right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
And what
just
is it about them, right? That puts them in that label right now.
Yeah, I just think the offense is starting to stall just a little bit.
Right.
We saw them overseas playing. I thought that was just a lot of really bad stuff, except running the football with Jonathan Taylor.
Right.
And I think the defense, can they make big plays?
Right.
Lou Anarumo is playing a defense to protect his players. He's protecting them and hoping that that's good enough, and the offense can make up for whatever. Well, it didn't happen against the Chiefs, and so I kind of look at them as pretenders. Was there another team you said besides the Colts?
No, it was just them for now because I mean the AFC South really is just like a wild conference right now. It does seem like the Houston Texans have a lot of momentum in their favor. The Jacksonville Jaguars, of course, are right there, and they're another team too where it's just kind of like we're not sure what we're getting each and every week with the Jacksonville Jaguars, despite their record. But here is the Colts' remaining schedule, right?
I know.
They got the Texans, the Jaguars, the Seahawks, the 49ers, the Jaguars again, and then the Texans to close out the season. So we're going to find out a whole lot about this team, this offense, and Lou Anarumo and his style right now as far as where they stack up with the rest of the league, because that is some tough matchups there going forward for this Colts team.
It really is. They're going to have to. You got to just go for it. You can't box and jab the whole time. Now we just got
Right.
to throw some haymakers. I really do believe that's what they got to do. DeForest Buckner, probably their best defensive lineman, but somebody that's solid. He didn't play, I think, the last 2 games, so that's hurt him. But it shouldn't be catastrophic or wherever you want to say it. The team that I think is a contender, I think it's the Houston Texans.
Okay. Wow.
Man, I would not want to see them in a playoff game.
And it is more so just the fact that you do believe the defense is as good as it's being claimed right now.
Yes. And I think, too, on the offensive side, CJ Stroud, you watch, Davis Mills come in there and just play pretty, had some rough spots, but they won the games.
Yeah.
The offense has got to pick it up. They just got to, coaches, come on. Every time I listen to a telecast, they don't have this guy. Man, it's the NFL. You just got to go. How deep is your team? If it's not deep enough, then you didn't manage it right with the picks and the free agents you signed. So, but I look at the Houston Texans. I think it's real, and I was not even remotely surprised what they did to the Bills.
Right.
We talked about it, and I said it. Speed. They might be the fastest defense in the NFL.
So. All right. So now, hey, big guy. So now let's go to this team here in the AFC West. We got the Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders. Any of those teams would you consider contenders for the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Which ones? So you thinking Broncos, Chiefs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Broncos, Chiefs. They got coaches that have done this, that are not afraid, and they will have both sides of the ball. They will have them ready for the big games.
Right.
We really saw that last week with the Broncos.
Yeah.
They just knew what to do. Their play calling was really, really good. And, they got a quarterback. I'm not going to say he's great, but, man, he can be clutch too.
Yeah.
You talk about a guy that's not afraid. He's the guy that goes, yep, 2-3 interceptions. Yeah, bad says did it.
Right.
He's that guy. So, and the Chiefs, they showed a lot, I thought, yesterday. God, Matt, did you see it in Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, because their faces on camera so much?
Yeah.
I saw fear.
Right.
But in a good, they were like so afraid of not winning the game that everything about them was. That's one of the big reasons why they beat the Colts. We've
Yeah.
been here many, many times, and yes, we may not be as good, but damn, they are tough. Come on,
They are. They
they
are.
really are, and they showed it yesterday.
All right, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. And right now for the AFC West, according to FanDuel Sportsbook, the Denver Broncos are the favorites to win the AFC West at minus 290. The Kansas City Chiefs are second in that department at plus 500 to win the division. So let's go now. Contender, pretender. We'll do this a little bit faster than we did the AFC, and that's my fault. But
All right,
pretender, contender. The Philadelphia Eagles, big guy, after their loss to the Dallas Cowboys in such a remarkable fashion, going up 21, losing this football game on the road to Dak Prescott. Your thoughts about the Philadelphia Eagles, pretenders or contenders?
contenders without question. Just too many things, too many good players. Way too many good players on
Right.
each side of the ball. Line, both sides, pass rushers, coverage guys, two big wide receivers who we saw him get the ball a little more. And man, is AJ Brown the biggest receiver you ever looked at on the field? Oh my God! How
Yeah.
the hell can you tackle him? It's like tackling a horse.
Right.
I mean, they're big time contenders. And I'll give Jalen Hurts a lot of credit. He let it go yesterday.
He did. He
He
did.
let it go, and it
Yeah.
really got away from him a little bit too. Just they were. I thought Philadelphia, especially in the fourth quarter, they were. Oh, can we hold on? Just oh my God, can we hold on? And that's
Right.
what it felt like the whole time. They just never. Sometimes you get in those things. You got to make a play call. I always blame the coach for this. Show them a blitz they haven't seen. Do something. Let's just change the whole narrative here in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter. That never happened. So they're contenders.
All right. All right. I like it. I like it. And right now, FanDuel Sportsbook has them at minus 7,000, right, to be the
Wow.
division champion, right? So now for the NFC North winner, I'm just going to throw all three teams at the top of the North and just one bucket. You tell me which one out of these three is the contender. It's the Bears, the Packers, the Lion. Anyone in that group a contender here for the Super Bowl, big guy?
Bears, no.
Packers.
Man, I'm trying to think.
I mean,
Minnesota.
if you got to wait that long, that means no.
Well, no, man, they frustrate me.
I know, but that's the thing. The longer we got to go about, like, if your reaction isn't immediate, like for the Eagles, you had zero hesitation. They're contenders because you believe in the roster. You think they're good enough. The integrity of that football team, the toughness and all that, right? Just the pride they have as a group. The Packers, as much as everyone wants to say yes, because you do see some of the things that they can do defensively, and it's like, wow, it's really impressive. There is still something about the offense that just leaves you wanting more each and every
No
week.
doubt.
And it happened again this week, too.
Yep, no doubt. It's not the defense. It's the offense that makes me hesitate.
Yeah.
I don't see enough. And I know
Okay.
they're trying to do what's right. And I need to see Jordan Love just be a little more aggressive. He has his moments, but take over the game. Take over the damn team. That's
Right.
who you are.
Right.
So, yeah, I like to see him yell at somebody once too.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Who you pick on,
Yeah, that's right. You gotta pick the right
And then,
one.
the other thing is that we don't talk the defense for Green Bay.
Yeah.
They have moments where they can turn it on and just ruin the game.
Right.
So that's what gives you more. I got more hope in that than I do the Green Bay offense.
All right. And now for the Detroit Lions, contenders or pretenders?
I think they're
Yeah, it's tough. I know. Because
home.
I'm going to say they're pretenders.
Me too.
I think they're a good football team. I just don't know if there's enough dudes on the defense side of the football at times, right, to be super disruptive. I think Aiden Hutchinson, of course, has been awesome, right? But it's just like, it's too few and far between. And I feel like I watched that game against the New York Giants, and I'm just like, man, really? I don't know. Like, Super Bowl contender, right? And the Giants just kind of marching the football up and down the field on you with the third string quarterback. Like, a little concerning for me, even though Jameis isn't your typical third string quarterback, right? Still just like a little shocked that a team like the New York Giants were able to do what they did against the Lions on their turf.
What the Lions have to do at the end of the game? How long was that? Was it 59 yards? How long was it?
That's a good question.
Well,
Let
whatever.
me,
It was
yeah,
it was really long. I thought, well, he won't make it. I mean, I
yeah,
thought the chances he would miss it more than make it, and he crushed a line drive up there that went just inside the right goalpost.
right, right.
But oh well. Yeah, I agree with. I think we agree on those teams.
All right, NFC South. Anybody contenders for the Super Bowl in the NFC South?
No,
Would agree with that. I don't really think we have to go into too much detail about this.
no.
Like, even though the Carolina Panthers excited about just their future of how it looks to the end of this year,
Yep.
Bryce Young, the improvements, Dave Canales, man, done a great job coaching this season. So good for them, and optimistic to see just kind of how they finish this season right on a high note, considering just the places that they've been the past few years. And now to the NFC West, right, which is really, I feel like this is the division, right? The NFC West at the moment, the Los Angeles Rams, minus 350. The Seattle Seahawks, plus 410, right? The San Francisco 49ers, plus 1,200, all to win the division. Big guy, any contenders in the NFC West in your eyes?
Who are we missing? We got three. I got the Rams, Seahawks.
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Yeah, they're out.
Well, thank you
Damn.
for that expert analysis
Yeah,
there,
I
big guy.
know. I mean, I feel the coach. Oh my gosh, I hope he's not in trouble. I think he's organized. It. Whatever. That's another one.
Yeah.
Rams, definite,
Hell yeah, absolutely.
definite.
Maybe the number one on the list of the NFL right now, and recency bias included, but just like
Yep.
hard to not like the Rams and what you're seeing on really all three phases for that team right now.
Seahawks,
Yeah,
contenders,
contender. I agree. I agree.
contenders.
Seahawks are a damn good football team, and I feel like they can win in a few different ways too. And Sam
Yep.
Darnold, whatever you may think of him, he's a good quarterback. I don't really give a damn. He's got to play a little bit better against some of these teams like the Rams and not kind of just, be overly aggressive to make up for the first mistake. But damn, he's a good player, and JSN is playing some of the best at the receiver position in the NFL
Yeah,
right now.
this Sam Darnold. I said it earlier. I just was. I think when I really paid attention to him and went, damn, boy, he's got talent.
Yeah.
And he's can rip the ball with his hand, his arm. He's quick in the pocket. Got great feet. That's probably I don't know why I never saw it before.
Yeah.
Damn feet. He's like a little ballerina back there. Too, the 49ers, I'd say pretenders, but I'm not like wiping them off the map.
No. No,
They're-
I
they're-
don't think they can win the Super Bowl, but they are definitely a team that, like, I wouldn't be shocked if we found them in the NFC Championship game somehow, right? Like that's kind of how random they are to me, right? I'm not sure how they're going to get there, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be totally shocked if they did find themselves in a matchup like that if the cards did kind of fall their way a little bit.
Wouldn't be shocked. You're right. You're right. Listen, they got toughness.
Yeah, that's right. They got a culture of toughness.
The ball. They got a culture of toughness, just like
Yeah.
So that's great. All right.
All right, big guy. So that was good. Hey, what are you looking forward to most for Thanksgiving? What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish that Big Phil has to just crush every Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm not a great turkey guy.
Yeah.
Okay, just unless it's whatever. My favorite dish. Boy, you caught me here. I think great cornbread along with the turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy, and what kind of and of course a nice salad to start it off.
Is that a nice salad to start it off? You're
Just a little
funny.
bit. No,
Yeah.
just kind of get it going just a little.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think dressing. Look, yeah, dressing. If the dressing is really good, then the mashed potatoes and gravy and even the turkey is great.
All right. So gravy's obviously very important to you, right?
Yeah.
Now, with this, because you said a lot of things there.
Yeah, I
Does,
know.
does Big Phil, is it like a little cornbread on the fork with some mashed potatoes on the fork and some turkey? Like, are we smashing all of these ingredients together in one fork?
Yeah, of course I am. What are you laughing about? I mean, yeah, you got to
Of
blend
course
it
I am.
all. You got to blend it all together, and then you eat it. And you go, oh man, you can taste a little bit of everything. It's great. And for turkey, you need some juice. That's why the mashed potatoes and gravy, and that's what makes it edible sometimes.
Right.
If
Right.
it was me, we just have a ham.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably have both, and we're going to start earlier because I want it over so we can watch the football games and really enjoy it. So
I love how you're like telling me this like I have any power in when we actually start the meal. We're starting earlier.
well, if you don't listen, we're going to start. I hope you're there to be with us.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, me too, man. Me too. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. And then your favorite Thanksgiving dessert, big guy, which
Well,
I know
it's
this is a
not
nod
there.
to your mom. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's still pecan pie and blackberry cobbler.
right.
I mean, they were just my mom could have made a living if it could do it all over again. So let's open up a little tiny shop and you make these things for people. I mean, come on, you had it when you were down
Yeah,
at school.
yeah,
That blackberry cobbler, I used to send it to the crew,
right.
PBS on Sundays. We'd have the blackberry cobbler. I'll never forget. So we kind of gave it out.
Yeah,
And Peyton Manning's in Detroit. He's the most valuable, so they give him the trophy, the Iron Man, and they this, and then they
which is right behind you on
yeah, I
your
think it is.
trophy case up there. And
Yeah,
just so you're wondering, it's the heaviest damn award invented there. You absolutely can do some heavy damage with that iron
yeah.
that big guy made.
John Madden, his team, the All Madden team, the first year.
His is the heaviest award. Yours is in a close second
I
place.
don't know. This might be heavier, but
Yeah.
yeah, it could be. But Peyton Manning, you know how he is. He gets into everything.
Yeah.
So there's the blackberry cobbler. Yeah, and they poured a little caramel sauce over it, and he sticks it in there and smashes a big thing in his mouth. Well, it was scalding hot.
Oh,
They made it hot to bring it out.
right.
And he goes, "Oh, whoa!" Oh my God! Only Peyton could do it. Everybody else is
Yeah.
like, tasting, not sure. Because how many people eat blackberry cobbler?
Yeah,
No.
not too many. Not too many. But that's
How
that's
many?
definitely one of the
Oh,
main dishes that Barbara Sims really could create and where it was definitely a part of just like,
yeah.
yeah, her Mount
Pumpkin.
Rushmore of meals.
Sorry, pumpkin pie. And I always say it's nothing came from the can. It's real.
Right. Right.
They cut the pumpkin. I did it. I made them once. And it was back when you couldn't make long distance phone calls. And Diana, your mom, my wife, said when it's over, yeah, each pie costs us about $100. All the phone calls you were making too. My mom kept going, well, you just got to feel it. Feel the sugar. And I, what do you mean feel it? Give me
Yeah,
a
right.
cup or 2 cups. Well, she did everything by feel.
Right. Right.
But
Well,
the
I mean,
pumpkin
yeah,
pie was awesome.
she had enough reps, right, where she just could kind of, she just knew, right?
Yeah.
She just knew. She was just a great coach. She just knew when to make the right call at the right time. You don't have that skill in the kitchen,
Well,
despite all your efforts.
she was a farm girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, we might have been somewhat, I don't want to say it, whatever. We were poor, but damn, we ate good on the farm. You know what I mean? We ate
Yeah.
good. And she'd make desserts. Go out there and bring me a chicken. Oh, chicken was alive when I walked out there. They wanted it dead when I brought it in. So that was the worst thing ever. Here, tick, 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 tick. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Like I
I
said
love it.
too, my
It was
lady,
alive when I went out there. They
yeah, I
wanted it dead
know.
when I
Let me
got.
get the chicken. Oh, do I have to? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
We took turns. But yeah, I've told this all the time. My happiest day of my life was when they said we're moving off the farm.
Yeah.
Man, oh,
You were over it.
I was over it at a very, very young age. So, all right.
Well, thank God for football, big guy. All
Yeah,
right.
that's
You
right.
found your niche, it
Yep.
worked out pretty good for you. So,
All right.
all right. Hey, this is Sims Complete, brought to you by the Believe Sports Network. We're sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. Big guy, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. This
Right.
show will be airing too post Thanksgiving ahead of the Sunday matchup. So enjoy your time with your family this week, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to our show. Enjoy all of the activities that you have. The turkey football matchup. Big Phil is the referee. It's Team Matt Sims versus Team Chris Sims, and I'm just telling you right now, Team Matt Sims, we wing it. All right, we just go and play. Chris Sims is over there trying to like dial up plays. He's calling like West right tight, F left, all that other BS that John Gruden taught him. That was just a big waste of time to throw stick to the left.
Yeah.
But either way, hey, this Sims team, 2-0. One 2 years ago, one last year, gonna make it 3. Gonna make it 3 this year. And I'll throw you an extra 100 too to the referee since you're the ref to get a
Oh,
few extra calls in my favor.
well, we're going to have to go to the good field over here. We can't go to the yard.
Yeah, it is actually getting kind of serious now that all the
Yeah.
nieces and nephews are a little older now. People can actually start to run a little bit faster. It used to be fun. Now it's actually kind of getting a little more serious. People actually do really want to win now.
Well, I'll give a speech to them all, and I'll say, listen, do the best you can. You got to overcome the coaching. So good luck.
Absolutely, absolutely, and my team knows that. I set
Oh, they
that
do.
precedent.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, they do. They know.
All right,
All right,
man.
big guy,
Have
you
a
the
good
man.
day.
Yep.
Everybody, assalamu alaikum. Okay, here we go.
Hey, see you later. That's
All right,
all we
buddy.
got for Sims Complete. See ya.